You would think the head of the agency tasked with regulating the entire firearms industry.
If it's not ruled to be attached as a short-barreled rifle, it will not be subject to the rule.
ATF has a history of reinterpreting federal law in an attempt to expand what firearms and accessories are illegal.
This rule redefined firearms with stabilizing braces as short-barreled rifles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Real quick, I find it interesting that my colleagues have no problem with the ATF going outside its boundaries.
Pistol brace rule. The recent district court injunction blocking the ATF's pistol brace rule has generated numerous questions about the legality of pistol braces and what the future holds for them. The primary case under discussion is Berettas versus ATF, where a preliminary injunction is issued blocking the pistol brace rule nationwide. This decision builds upon Judge O'Connor's earlier decision in Mock versus Garland, addressing similar issues. Unlike the Mock case, Berettas versus ATF secured a nationwide injunction, making it more significant. One common question is whether individuals can still buy pistol braces. It's crucial to understand that the ATF's pistol brace rule wasn't a complete ban on purchasing braces. Even before the recent injunction, people could buy pistol braces independently. The recent court decision didn't alter this aspect, as there was no complete ban on the sale of pistol braces. Another question concerns the legality of using or attaching pistol braces. While the recent injunction temporarily blocks the ATF's rule, allowing individuals to use pistol braces without fear of immediate legal repercussions, it's essential to stay informed about any updates or changes in the legal landscape. People are also curious about the status of existing pistol brace registrations and whether they need to remove or alter their braces. The current injunction doesn't mandate any immediate changes to existing pistol braces. However, it's advisable to stay informed about legal developments and consult with legal professionals if needed. Additionally, there are concerns about potential legal consequences for those who followed the ATF's guidance before the injunction. Individuals who complied with the ATF's guidance during the period it was in effect are unlikely to face retroactive legal consequences. In supposition, the recent nationwide injunction against the ATF's pistol brace rule has created a temporary reprieve for arm owners. While it allows for the continued purchase and use of pistol braces, it's essential to monitor legal developments closely. Arm owners should stay informed and seek legal advice if needed to ensure compliance with the evolving legal landscape. Pistol brace rule reversed. What the pistol brace rule aimed to do was not ban pistol braces themselves, but to impose National Firearms Act restrictions on specific arm configurations with braces. If an arm was equipped with certain braces and configured in particular ways, the ATF classified them as short-barreled rifles under the NFA definition. This required registration within the ATF and adherence to the SBR process. Following the recent Berettas versus ATF court decision, a nationwide injunction was issued against the entire ATF pistol brace rule. This has generated questions about the current legal status of possessing and using braced pistols. The answer, given the Berettas versus ATF and other related cases, is yes. Individuals can possess and use braced pistols without the restrictions imposed by the ATF rule. Regarding the ability to purchase braced pistols, the Berettas versus ATF decision, being a nationwide injunction, has removed the ATF rule's restrictions on selling such arms. Arms dealers and manufacturers are not bound by the ATF rule limitations, making it legal to sell braced pistols configured in ways previously restricted. However, it's essential to note that local ranges may not be fully informed about recent legal developments. Some might wrongly insist on seeing ATF tax stamps, which is unnecessary and can violate the law. Individuals are not obligated to provide such documentation, and if a range insists, it might be best to seek out a more informed and law-abiding facility. In rapid, the recent court decisions, especially Berettas versus ATF, have significantly impacted the ATF's ability to enforce the pistol brace rule. The nationwide injunction has allowed individuals to possess and use braced pistols without the previous restrictions. Furthermore, dealers and manufacturers are now legally able to sell braced pistols without being constrained by ATF rule limitations. However, it's crucial for individuals to stay informed about local regulations and educate others on the recent legal developments to ensure a smooth transition and understanding within the arms community. Implications. This recent turn of events with the Federal District Court in Texas issuing a nationwide injunction blocking the ATF's pistol brace rule has sparked significant questions about the current legality and future implications of braced pistols. The pistol brace rule, originally aiming to impose NFA restrictions on certain arm configurations with braces, was effectively struck down by the nationwide injunction. One immediate concern people express is whether they can buy braced pistols, given the assumption that the ATF rule had Amendment rights. As for the purchase of braced pistols, certain companies such as PSA have resumed selling them following the court decision. While some caution is advised due to potential uncertainties and varying interpretations, it indicates a positive shift in the industry. Individuals should exercise their rights responsibly and stay informed about updates and potential legal challenges that may arise. The recent court decision has provided significant relief to arm owners who utilize braced pistols. The lifting of ATF restrictions and the issuance of a nationwide injunction have bolstered the legality of purchasing, using, and possessing braced pistols. However, individuals should stay informed, be cautious of potential misinformation, and continue advocating for their Second Amendment rights in an evolving legal landscape. Impact of federal court hearing. The recent federal court decision issuing a nationwide injunction against the ATF's rule on pistol braces has raised questions about its potential impact on state laws, particularly regarding arms, including NFA items such as short-barreled rifles. While the ruling has the potential to influence state laws, it does not bring an immediate change as each state maintains its own regulations. California, known for its stringent arm laws, serves as an example. The state has specific restrictions on owning SBRs, but the California Department of Justice has not issued any statements in response to the federal court decision. This lack of clarity creates uncertainty about how the federal ruling might interact with or challenge existing state laws. Federal and state arm laws don't always align, emphasizing the need for caution among residents of states with strict arm regulations. The federal injunction against the ATF's brace rule does not automatically alter state laws. It is crucial for individuals to remain compliant with local regulations, even in the wake of federal court decisions. This requires a careful approach, as the impact of the ruling on state-specific arm laws may become clearer only through subsequent clarifications or additional legal proceedings. For residents of states like California, where state laws may not align with federal decisions, patience and vigilance are key. Waiting for further clarifications and legal developments is advisable before making assumptions or hasty decisions related to the possession or purchase of arms. Arm owners across the country should prioritize staying informed about local laws, consulting legal experts, and avoiding knee-jerk reactions based solely on federal court decisions. Compliance with both federal and state regulations remains paramount for responsible arm ownership and use. The complex interplay between federal and state laws necessitates a nuanced and well-informed approach to navigate the evolving landscape of arm regulation. ATF brace rule. The recent nationwide injunction against the ATF's pistol brace rule has prompted various questions, especially regarding the legality of possessing and using braced arms in different states. The injunction, granted in the Brito case, means that certain configurations of arms are no longer classified as short-barreled rifles under the ATF rule. Consequently, possession and use of these configurations may not violate state laws that previously restricted SBRs. However, it's essential to note that state agencies, like the California Department of Justice, may continue to be aggressive in their enforcement of existing state laws. Residents should be aware that some states might still treat these arms as SBRs and attempt to impose restrictions. Legal challenges may be necessary to contest such actions, citing the Brito case as precedent. The question arises about the finality of the decision. The Brito case involves a preliminary injunction, indicating that the order blocking the enforcement of the pistol brace rule is temporary until the case is fully decided on its merits in a trial. This means that the situation is not permanently resolved and the ATF retains the option to take further action. Looking ahead, the ATF's response remains a critical factor. The preliminary injunctions in both the Brito and Mock cases have created a legal environment where the ATF needs to consider its next steps. The final resolution of these cases will significantly impact the future of the pistol brace rule and its implications for arm owners. While the injunction provides relief for arm owners in the interim, it is not a definitive answer to the long-term legal status of braced arms. Residents should stay informed about the ATF's actions, potential legal proceedings, and any developments in their specific state laws. In Swift, the recent injunction offers a temporary reprieve for individuals using or considering braced arms, but it doesn't provide a conclusive resolution. The ATF's response and the final decisions in the Brito and Mock cases will shape the future legal landscape. Arm owners should stay vigilant, be aware of their state's regulations, and seek legal advice to navigate this complex and evolving situation responsibly. Proposed regulations target stabilizing braces. Attorney General Merrick Garland and ATF Director Steve Dettelbach recently announced new regulations targeting pistol stabilizing braces, proposing increased taxes, longer waiting periods, and mandatory registration. Proponents of arm control argue that these braces, when attached to pistols, effectively transform them into short-barreled rifles, which are subject to stringent regulations under the NFA. The rule is set to take effect upon publication in the Federal Register. The impetus for this proposal gained traction in 2021, following incidents in Boulder, Colorado and Dayton, Ohio, where shooters utilized pistols equipped with stabilizing bracers. In response, Garland presented several measures to address armed violence, reviving the scrutiny on pistol braces. During a press call outlining the new rule, Garland emphasized the historical context, noting that Congress had mandated stricter regulations for short-barreled rifles almost a century ago.
An area of 60 by 40 miles, so often the nearest law enforcement officer is 45 minutes to an hour away.
Congress passed the National Firearms Act, creating additional requirements to own certain especially deadly, dangerous firearms.
As a reasonable restriction. The issue today is very simple.
Advocates argue that imposing stricter requirements on these accessories is crucial for public safety, especially in the wake of recent incidents involving arms equipped with such braces. The contention lies in the potential classification of pistols with stabilizing braces as short-barreled rifles, subjecting them to NFA regulations. Critics argue that this approach might infringe on the rights of law-abiding arm owners without significantly addressing criminal misuse of arms. The announcement reflects an ongoing debate over the balance between arm rights and public safety. Proponents of increased regulations believe that such measures are essential to mitigate the risks associated with powerful arms, while opponents argue that they encroach on the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. As the proposed rule heads towards implementation, it is likely to generate further discussions and legal challenges. The impact on arm enthusiasts, manufacturers, and the broader arm-owning community remains a subject of considerable debate, highlighting the complexity surrounding arm control policies in the U.S. Controversial ATF braces rule. The recent announcement by Attorney General Merrick Garland and ATF Director Steve Dettelbach regarding new regulations for pistol stabilizing braces has ignited a contentious debate. The regulations propose subjecting these accessories to additional scrutiny, including higher taxes, longer waiting periods, and mandatory registration. Proponents argue that stabilizing braces when attached to pistols effectively turn them into short-barreled rifles, a category heavily regulated under the National Firearms Act. The push for stricter regulations gained momentum in 2021 after incidents in Boulder, Colorado and Dayton, Ohio, where shooters used pistols equipped with stabilizing braces. Garland, unveiling the proposals, emphasized the need to address the potential evasion of legal requirements by adding accessories to pistols.
and we can defend the rights of all law-abiding gun owners. A new regulation by President Joe Biden's ATF.
That's what we're discussing today. Trigger warning.
Arm braces are used to convert assault pistols into short-barreled assault rifles.
Under the new regulations, arm manufacturers, dealers, and individual arm owners have a 120-day window to register tax-free any existing short-barreled rifles covered by the rule. Alternatively, they can opt to remove stabilizing braces or surrender covered short-barreled rifles to the ATF. The Justice Department contends that these measures enhance public safety and reinforce compliance with arms laws enacted nearly a century ago. ATF Director Dettelbach emphasizes that the rule clarifies that when pistols are equipped with specific stabilizing braces, they should be treated as converted rifles, falling under the category of short-barreled rifles. This reclassification is aimed at closing perceived loopholes and ensuring a more consistent application of existing arm laws. The immediate legal and political backlash suggests a deeply divided landscape on arm control issues. Critics argue that these regulations may infringe on Second Amendment rights, making it more cumbersome for law-abiding citizens to access arms for self-defense. The debate underscores the ongoing tension between public safety concerns and individual rights in the realm of arm regulation. As the proposed regulations move forward, it remains to be seen how legal challenges, potential lawsuits, and public sentiment will shape the future of arm regulations in the U.S. The intersection of constitutional rights, public safety imperatives, and evolving societal attitudes toward arm ownership continues to be a complex and contentious arena. Stabilizing braces, evolving regulations. The debate surrounding stabilizing braces and the regulation under the NFA has been a contentious issue, particularly since the ATF's proposed rule in 2020. The controversy gained momentum when the ATF suggested new regulations that would subject pistol stabilizing braces to additional restrictions, including higher taxes, longer waiting periods, and registration. The premise behind this move is the argument that these braces can effectively transform a pistol into a short-barreled rifle, which falls under the heavily regulated category of the NFA. The 2020 proposal faced strong opposition from various groups, including the NRA and Republican lawmakers who expressed concerns about the potential impact on law-abiding arm owners. The ATF withdrew the proposed regulation in response to the backlash, emphasizing the importance of public safety measures and the need to regulate the transfer of what they deemed as dangerous weapons. Fast forward to the present, Attorney General Merrick Garland and ATF Director Steve Dettelbach have revived the proposal, announcing new regulations that reignite the debate. The latest rules stipulate higher taxes, longer waiting periods, and registration for arms equipped with stabilizing braces. Proponents argue that such measures are essential to prevent these accessories from being used to circumvent existing regulations on short-barreled rifles.
You know, and by the way, women's favorite weapon for self-protection is a short-barreled rifle.
This 120-day amnesty registration window recently ended at midnight on May 31st.
Barreled rifles because they combine the firepower of a rifle with the concealability of a smaller gun.
West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrisey called the rule egregious and stated that it warrants evaluation of legal options. The Justice Department provides a 120-day window for manufacturers, dealers, and individual arm owners to register tax-free any existing short-barreled rifles covered by the rule. Alternatively, they can remove the stabilizing brace or surrender the covered short-barreled rifles to the ATF. The department argues that the rule enhances public safety by ensuring compliance with arms laws enacted almost a century ago. The controversy surrounding stabilizing braces highlights the delicate balance between individual arm rights and public safety concerns. The ongoing debate underscores the challenges in crafting regulations that address evolving arm technologies while respecting constitutional rights. As the new rule faces scrutiny and potential legal challenges, the broader conversation on arm regulations in the U.S. continues to be a complex and contentious issue. Caution for arm owners. In recent developments, a federal district court decision has thrown the enforcement of a new arm law into uncertainty, creating a cautious atmosphere among arm owners. The decision, issuing a nationwide injunction against the ATF, has significant implications for the regulation of pistol stabilizing braces, sparking concerns and questions within the arm-owning community. The core of this caution lies in the potential impacts on the possession, use, and purchase of arms equipped with stabilizing braces. These braces, which attach to pistols, have been a focal point in the ongoing debate over their classification and whether they transform pistols into short-barreled rifles, subject to more stringent regulations.
So before my colleagues cast a vote today, I want you to know the story of how the pistol brace was developed.
Accurate, easier to conceal, and can fire rounds capable of penetrating body armor.
That more than 200 persons voted against, but the right people voted for.
The federal injunction against the ATF's brace rule does not automatically nullify or alter state-level regulations. Arm owners in such states may need to wait for official clarifications or additional legal proceedings to understand fully how the federal ruling impacts their state-specific arm laws. Staying updated on local laws, consulting legal experts, and avoiding hasty decisions based solely on federal court decisions are crucial components of responsible arm ownership during this period of legal uncertainty. The cautious approach extends to arm-related activities, including possession, use, and potential purchases. Furthermore, the caution extends to potential interactions with law enforcement and range facilities. Some arm owners have reported encounters where ranges have questioned the legality of braced pistols, highlighting the need for awareness and education. While the federal court decision may provide a basis for the legality of these arms, misunderstandings or misinterpretations may still arise. The caution for arm owners stems from the evolving nature of arm regulations, the potential variance between federal and state laws, and the need for ongoing legal clarity. Arm owners are advised to remain informed, engage with local regulations, and seek professional legal guidance to navigate the shifting landscape of arm laws. The intersection of federal and state regulations requires a measured and informed approach to ensure compliance and responsible arm ownership. Industry and market changes. The landscape of various industries undergoes continuous transformations influenced by technological advancements, consumer preferences, and global economic shifts. Navigating these changes is crucial for businesses and market participants to remain competitive and relevant in the evolving environment. Technological advancements play a pivotal role in shaping industries, driving innovation, and redefining business models. Companies that embrace and integrate emerging technologies gain a competitive edge, while those resistant to change risk obsolescence. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, automation, and data analytics are among the transformative technologies impacting industries, streamlining processes, and enhancing efficiency. Consumer preferences are dynamic and responsive to cultural, societal, and economic shifts. Understanding and adapting to these preferences are vital for businesses to meet market demands successfully. The rise of e-commerce, the demand for sustainable practices, and the emphasis on personalized experiences are examples of trends that have reshaped industries.
If pistol brace owners fail to register their firearms with the ATF, they will be deemed felons,
which would strike down the ATF's unconstitutional pistol stabilizing brace rule.
For them to raise awareness around gun violence in our country, which has again been horrific and more deadlier.
Global economic factors, including geopolitical events, trade policies, and economic downturns, contribute to market fluctuations and impact industries worldwide. Businesses must anticipate and adapt to these changes to mitigate risks and seize opportunities. Flexibility, resilience, and strategic planning are essential components of navigating the uncertainties brought about by economic shifts. Regulatory changes also play a significant role in shaping industries. Government policies and regulations can impact market entry, competition, and operational practices. Businesses must stay informed about regulatory developments in their respective sectors to ensure compliance and proactively address any potential challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic serves as a recent example of a global event that triggered substantial industry and market changes. It accelerated trends such as remote work, e-commerce dominance, and digital transformation. Businesses that quickly adapted to the new normal thrived, while those slow to embrace change faced challenges. In the face of these dynamics, businesses can adopt proactive strategies to navigate industry and market changes successfully. Continuous monitoring of market trends, investing in research and development, fostering a culture of innovation, and maintaining agility in operations are fundamental approaches. Collaboration with industry peers, leveraging data-driven insights, and engaging with stakeholders also contribute to effective adaptation. Businesses can focus on building resilient supply chains, diversifying market presence, and investing in workforce skills development. Embracing sustainability practices not only aligns with growing consumer preferences, but also addresses environmental concerns, positioning businesses for long-term success. In conclusion, industry and market changes are inevitable, driven by technological, economic, and societal factors. Businesses that embrace change, stay informed, and strategically position themselves can thrive amid uncertainty. Adaptability, innovation, and a forward-looking mindset are key attributes for navigating the shifting landscape and ensuring sustained relevance and growth in dynamic industries. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.